Hey, what's up, guys? Back again with another vlog. It is 12:45 in the morning. Wow. As you're reading the title of this vlog, I think I almost got kidnapped. Like, I'm pretty sure whatever was going on was pretty sketchy. Now, I like my privacy, okay? I'm a pretty private person. But in order to tell this story, I have to tell some stuff. But so basically, I'll start with my day first before I get on to that story. So I didn't sleep last night. I stayed up all night, just like watching YouTube, and I had to work on my pathogen presentation, which I finished, and I think it turned out pretty well. I did the quiz for my microbiology class as well. Did that. I think I did pretty well. And because I didn't sleep, I was tired, so I took a nap, and I ended up sleeping a bit too long because then I missed my class that I was supposed to go to today. Not a big deal, okay, whatever. So then I was on a dating site. I'll say that I was on a dating site for gay men. You can probably imagine what it is, and I started talking to this guy, and he invited me over to his place. And so I was like, yippee, awesome. Um, I get there, I'm at the front door, and then he's like, first of all, he was apparently looking over a 5 and a 7-year-old, his niece and nephews. I think some stupid story like that. Apparently, he was with a 5 and a 7-year-old kid that he was like taking care of for his uncle or something. I forgot what the story was, but basically they were like supposed to be like kids in the house or whatever. And so I was at the front door. I was like, "Hey, I'm here," and then he was like, "Hey, so sorry. Can you actually go to the Circle K nearby and buy some like gaming coupons for the kids? Turns out they're like in the living room or something, and I don't want them to see you, so I need to like distract them or something." And I was like, what? That's so weird. Like, first of all, it was late. Like, it was late at night. Like, and a 5 and a 7-year-old, they should be in bed like pretty darn early. It was like 11 p.m. They should not be awake, like, playing games, okay? First of all. Second of all, I was outside. It was freezing cold. It was like snowing. It was negative like 2 degrees or something. I'm texting on my phone with no gloves, so I'm like freezing, okay? And this guy messages me like, "Okay, can you go to the Circle K real quick and buy this?" First of all, I'm not buying something for you, just like out of nowhere. Second of all, I thought that was kind of sus, okay? Because I go to the Circle K, like I look from a distance, there's one single car in the parking lot, and the engine is on and the lights are on. There's one single car. It's right in front of the front door to the Circle K, okay? So I'm like on the other side of the street looking at this, and I'm just like, I don't know, it feels off. Because like the front door, like the house that he was supposed to be in, completely black, no lights, no nothing. It was silent. No lights or anything. So I was pretty sus of this, okay, already. So I was like, I'm not doing that because I was afraid that like if I did, that I would be kidnapped. Like I would go into the store, I would buy the thing or whatever, and then as I leave, I get abducted by the car that's like right in front of the store. That was like what I was like in my head thinking, okay? And keep in mind, I did not do that. Like I didn't go anywhere near the store. I constantly like stayed across the street just looking, okay? Looking at the car. I message him like, can you just like put the kids to bed or something? Like they shouldn't be awake this late playing games anyways. And I was like, and then he was like, no, like they have their own bedtimes. Like, can you please just do this for me? I'll pay you back. Like, coming up with every excuse imaginable other than just buying the thing for himself. And then I was like debating, like in my head, like, what should I do? Like, I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. It's kind of stupid what's going on. Um, I wasn't trying because I didn't want to say like to him directly, I'm scared. Like I didn't want to say that I'm suspicious of what was going on. So I was trying to like play along basically. And I was like I was thinking of telling him, "Can you just like go outside and, you know, come outside with me and, buy this gaming coupon thing with me?" But I decided not to say that. I was just like, they should be in bed. Can you just like put them to bed? And then he was like, "Oh my gosh, can you just please do this? Like, why are you like this?" And keep in mind, I just started talking to this person like today. And he was like pretty insistent on this for some reason. And that was like what caught me off guard. And I was really suspicious, like as soon as that first message came in. And then I noticed that text that he sent that was like, can you also, I just remembered he used buddy. He called me buddy. Who calls someone buddy? That was just like such like a weird thing. Like the way he was like typing changed, like the grammar was like different. Like it felt like it was like two different people speaking, like all of a sudden. Cause like in the beginning he didn't call me buddy, but then for this command he used buddy, which just felt gross. It felt weird, right? And then I look back on that initial text he sent, and I noticed it was boldened. And this was in Telegram, which is already pretty sus, right? Like, why would you message someone on Telegram? I don't know. I just like don't like that app. It's sus, but I have it installed, because like some people use it. So like I wasn't like that bothered by it. But then I noticed that that message was bolded and none of the other messages were bolded or anything. So to me, he probably like copy pasted it and forgot to unbold it or something. Because like all the other messages did not look like that one. I didn't notice it until later, but I was still outside. As soon as I noticed that it was boldened, I was like, okay, this is weird. I'm getting out of here. So then I just told him, sorry, I don't have any money on me. And then he was just like, okay, and done. And that was the end of conversation. He didn't say anything after that. And then, as soon as that okay message went through, that car that had the engine on with the lights on immediately left the parking lot next to the Circle K. Like, basically, like a minute afterwards. And I was scared that it was gonna start like chasing me or following me because I was like in its like vision technically. So I was like starting to like run away from like that street and just like hide. But thankfully it just like left. So I don't know. It was just like really sus. Like could he have been telling the truth technically? But like the way just like everything was worded, the fact that he didn't message me anything afterwards was really suspicious. So like I just immediately had like this like weird gut feeling that something was wrong, and I'm glad I trusted my gut feeling because I feel like that could have gone very poorly if I, didn't trust my gut feeling. Because like immediately as soon as that message came through, it just felt wrong. It felt off, and I felt like in danger. So, because like, who does that? I'm at the front door and you're gonna tell me to go on a little quest somewhere else? No, absolutely not. That's so weird. Like, it's so weird. So, yeah, basically, I just got on the nearest bus and left. And I never saw that person, like, actually, like, physically in person. So, yeah. So then I got home just now. I it took me like an hour because buses are so goddamn slow, and I went on like the wrong bus, so I had to like take like a detour, and it was so long, so convoluted. But I got home eventually, so I'm just glad for that. Um, and I'm glad I put on like a coat and a sweater because it was so cold. Thank goodness bus drivers are like active until like late at night because like geez, I would not have been able to get home safely if they weren't there. I could have Ubered probably, but I didn't like at least I got to do it without paying money. So yeah, that was crazy. Um that's never happened to me before, so hopefully never again. Be safe out there, guys. If like if you feel something's off, it probably is. Like that's what I learned today. Just like the more enticing the offer is, and like the more like I don't know. What was interesting about this was it wasn't until that message that something felt wrong. Like everything before that felt totally normal. Like I thought this was like a totally regular person. But after that message with the where it was bolded for some reason, like that was weird. That freaked me out. So, yeah, stay safe out there, guys. That's the moral of this story. So, yeah, I definitely need to go to sleep. I'm going to eat first and then go to sleep because I haven't slept in like over 24 hours at this point. I desperately need to go to sleep. Um, but yeah, that was scary. Never again. Uh, but yeah, that's all for today's vlog. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, I guess. I still have a term paper that I need to do. It was supposed to be due today, but I didn't do it, so we'll try and do it as soon as possible on Friday and over the weekend. And that's like the second last assignment I have to do, and then I have like a little note taking thing for one of my English classes, which is like 500 to 750 words, I think. So it's not that bad. Not as bad as the term paper, which is like 1.5 thousand words. So yeah, I have a little bit of work ahead of me, but I'd rather do that than get kidnapped. So yeah, that's all for today's vlog. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. See ya.